to you, Yashwant. There is a larger narrative which we haven't discussed. We are ahead of phase 3. There is some chatter about lower turnout, just under 4% in phase 1, just under 3% in phase 2. Does this mean the BJP is anxious? Just at a time when there is chatter, ki bhai, the election is not as one-sided, as much of a wave as people may have thought, comes a decision that could be described as a darpoke decision. I'm sorry to use this coarse word, but in colloquial parlance, it could be described as a darpoke decision. What is the larger national message emerging from this choice? Yashwant.
Well, Barkha, there must be and there are reasons for Congress to take that decision. That's okay. I mean, that's we have to move beyond that. But I definitely feel that this war of narrative after this particular decision might be a little too costly for all the India Alliance partners. Those who are really trying really hard to give a fight to the BJP, people like Mamta, people like Tejasvi, people like Akhilesh. Think of it, just to try to keep it only to the Uttar Pradesh narrative. I think it will be very difficult for Akhilesh Yadav to, get around this narrative of Darge or Bhagyawala. Jo BJP is, I mean, we know BJP is going to play it. I mean, Prime Minister has already started it, and we know how they are going to play it off. So I wonder that from here, still, 5 phases to go, and how it is going to affect the morale of the India Alliance partners. That is one thing which I still have to understand. Look into the reactions of Samajwadi Party or TMC or RJD for that matter. I haven't seen much of official stand from their side. I was on another show where Samajwadi Party spokesperson was there, and on one occasion I could sense that even though he was trying really his level best to counter the BJP spokesperson and all that, but when the BJP spokesperson told the SP spokesperson कि यार अब कितना बचा रहे हो, आप ही के कारण तो लड़ रहे हैं, मतलब अदरवाइज रायबरेली और अमेठी में कांग्रेस जो है वो तो सपा के कारण ही है ना. I mean, and at that point of time I saw that the SP spokesman were kind of a bit of fix, that he could neither say yes to that nor say no to that. But going beyond that, how much it is going in a war of narrative for the next 5 phases, it's a very, very, very interesting thing to observe, no doubt about that. And I will maintain one thing, and I hope, in that way, Sugata and Dilip also kind of agree with me. Barkha, you remember during the UP elections, I had said to you, regardless of what Congress wins or doesn't win, or what Congress polls, during the assembly elections of Uttar Pradesh, I said that I give full credit to Priyanka Gandhi for at least putting up a fight. Ladki hu, lad sakti hu, that campaign, she was going around. I said for the first time in a long, after a long time, I am watching actually Congress trying to do something on the ground. Result could be a zilch, and that's exactly what happened. Result was a zilch, 2.5% or something. But as a political analyst, I feel Priyanka tried. And what she tried could have been taken on to the next level. But they did not. So when they did not, I have a larger question mark on that, why are they not remaining invested in UP? Why the Gandhis are not invested in Amethi or Raebareli in that way? Why exactly after the counting on 23rd May 2019 and till date, it's difficult. I understand the Congress spokesperson is trying her level best to answer these queries, but keeping Sharma ji over there as a representative for 4 decades does not really prove that you are invested. You are invested when you are seen in Amethi. Even after losing the ground, you are going back again and again in Amethi. And that is where people make up their ground. When the BJP spokesperson says that Smriti Irani bought a home, these are the point of narratives. So the point is, somehow, even as a political analyst, I feel as if Rahul Gandhi divested Amethi after that loss. He was no more invested in Amethi, and that is something which is difficult to understand in the way the politics is
That,
considered more hands-on these days.
that's a very important question. Let's start taking last comments. Chitra ji, think of those workers. कांग्रेस और सपा के कार्यकर्ता कल रात को होर्डिंग्स लगा रहे थे राहुल गांधी की अमेठी में. They were putting up hoardings. What will happen to their morale today, ma'am? चित्रा जी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? बोलिए मैम.
Can you please repeat once again?
I am saying उन कार्यकर्ताओं के बारे में सोचिए जो पूरी रात पोस्टर्स लगा रहे थे, सपा और कांग्रेस के. पूरी रात राहुल गांधी जी के पोस्टर्स लग रहे थे अमेठी में.
See, madam, I have already told you that any family member of Gandhi or Riva. So obviously, KL Sharma is a candidature. So is a very respectable one. And as you have shown on your show, that Priyanka ji herself said that she will be personally candidating for him, and definitely we will have a landslide in both Amethi as well as.
Okay.
Having said that, I just want to mention. I just want to mention one thing over here. That Daro mat bhago mat wala narrative that everybody is freely playing. Okay, I would like to ask a question. When during 2014, when Sri Narendra Modi ji had the option to choose over Baroda as well as Varanasi, he chose Varanasi because that is what the process is. And Baroda did go for by-elections. So I think it is not the Congress party that is having a bhagomat thing, but it's the Prime Minister who is getting fearful of the people's issue, and which is why he is going on
your network
which is why he is not even talking about the people's issues.
Ma'am, I can't hear you very well, which is why I'm cutting you short. My apologies. Your network is really bad, but I got the gist of it. You said the Prime Minister also left Gujarat to remain in Varanasi. Ashwani ji, last word, and then I'll let Sugata close for us.
देखिए, कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता लोग कुछ भी कहेंगे, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी चुनाव हार कर भागे नहीं थे. वो मुख्यमंत्री थे, वहां वो 2 जगह से चुनाव लड़े थे, वहां से उन्होंने रिजाइन किया और आज बनारस में बने हुए हैं. ये लोग हार कर चुनाव भागे हैं. और मैं तो ये कहता हूं कि ये लोग पहली लिस्ट के लोग हुआ करते थे. गांधी फैमिली की प्रॉपर्टी है कांग्रेस, तो ये लोग पहली लिस्ट के लोग हुआ करते थे, जिनका नाम अंतिम दिन पर घोषित होता है. और उनके खड़ाऊ वाले जो शर्मा जी हैं बेचारे, वो शर्मा जी को मीडिया बताती है कि आप उम्मीदवार हो गए हैं. स्थितियां ये हो गई हैं. और मैं कहता हूं कि स्पष्ट रूप से मैं भागने डरने की बात छोड़ दीजिए, तो कांग्रेस के अंतिम चश्मो चिराग है राहुल जी, वो सेनापति हैं. और सेनापति ही अगर हथियार डाल देता है तो सेना का क्या होगा, ये सोचने वाली बात है. और ये बहुत मार्के के पूरे चुनाव में इस चीज पर काम होगा. और मैं तो उससे आगे बढ़कर एक चीज देखता हूं, 69 मुझे एक बार फिर दिख रहा है. कांग्रेस जो है जवाहरलाल नेहरू मोतीलाल नेहरू की थी, 69 में इंदिरा गांधी जी वहां से निकालकर कांग्रेस आर बनाई थी. कांग्रेस आई बाद में नाम हो गया. कहीं इस परिवार में उस तरीके का विघटन न हो जाए. आज कहा उन्होंने, प्रियंका गांधी ने अपने भाषण में ये नहीं कहा कि मैं केएल शर्मा के लिए प्रचार करूंगी. उन्होंने ये कहा कि 6 तारीख को मैं फिर आऊंगी रायबरेली अपने भाई के लिए प्रचार करने. भाषण में जो उन्होंने संवाद किया है उसको भी जनता सोचती है और पकड़ती है. बरखा जी कुछ कहना चाह रही हैं आप?
नहीं, मैं तो बस कह रही थी कि सुगता, इफ यूड लाइक टू क्लोज, क्योंकि आप सबको और भी कार्यक्रम में जाना है, आज यही टॉकिंग पॉइंट है, सो आई डोंट वांट टू होल्ड अप एवरीबॉडी. सुगता, व्हाट्स द अपसाइड, द डाउनसाइड ऑफ दिस डिसीजन, क्विकली, and then I have one question for Dilip and Yashwant on Wayanad versus Raebareli. Sugata, quickly, yeah.
No, I mean, I would like to take the thread that Yashwant ji just spoke about. Now, the divested and invested thing. So the divested and invested plus the narrative that the BJP will create will become very expensive for the Congress. Now, it will become very difficult. And also, the other point that he made about Samajwadi Party, the absolute reliance on Samajwadi Party to win the seat. So there are 5 assembly segments, 4 of which are with SP, and of the 4, one of them is a SC seat, and there is BSP contesting. Look at the complication there, Barkha. And Akhilesh Yadav is not free to come and canvass for Rahul Gandhi there. He has to fight his own Connaught seat. And I will not say anything more. You know more. In a season of defections, you don't know how risky this whole venture has become.
That's an excellent point. We haven't spoken about Samajwadi Party at all. And that's why I said that the workers who were putting up the hoardings at night were also SP workers. Very quickly to Dilip and Yashwant. Dilip, you said if Rahul Gandhi wins from UP, he'll still stay in Wayanad. You're still holding good on that? Dilip, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yes, I
Dilip?
can hear you. Yes, I
Yeah.
can hear you. I think that if Rahul Gandhi has a choice, he will, in all likelihood, keep Wayanad, and I think that that is a wise choice to make, because on shifting is not good from the point of view of atmospherics. The point that Yashwant made is extremely important, that winning a by-election by another party nominee is not going to be easy, even if Rahul were to win Raebareli this time. So if they're willing to take the chances of a loss after that, then it's fine. But if I were to advise the Congress party or Rahul Gandhi, I would say don't abandon Wayanad, because that signaling will be absolutely incorrect for the party as well as for you. The party's strongest area is the south, and you can't be seen as abandoning it for your family borough.
So Yashwant, this takes us back to where we started. If Rahul Gandhi wins Raebareli, and if Rahul Gandhi leaves Raebareli, where do we stand then in understanding politics?
Well, Barkha, I totally agree with Dilip on that advice that he is giving, because I also feel that within 2 years, Congress is likely to be in a very strong wicket to win Kerala. And abandoning Wayanad will jeopardize that situation. Congress is nowhere near winning Uttar Pradesh as the assembly election, right now. But why, keep a bird in hand better than two in the bush in that way? Giving up Wayanad would be not a very good political strategy. So I actually agree with him that if he wins both, he should ideally keep, Wayanad. But going back to the original thing which I started, leaving Raebareli in that case would be a kind of a complete disaster.
Because it means कि एक बारी आपने अमेठी छोड़ा हार के और एक बारी रायबरेली छोड़ा जीत के. Can you imagine?
And then expecting Priyanka Gandhi to win Raebareli by poll would be very, very unfair for Priyanka Gandhi. I genuinely believe...
Sorry, Sugata has a brief interjection. Sugata?
No. I completely agree with the brilliant analysis that Yashwantji is making. Either Wayanad or Raebareli, leaving either of these seats is a very complicated thing. It's very brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant way in which you're putting it across.
So that's where I was kind of perplexed this morning that, from 24 firefighting, it might look good. But beyond that, I'm perplexed. What they should have done should have remained invested in Amethi and Raebareli both. And, given a good fight, that would have been a good thing. But right now, as we look at it, the movement marketing management, yes, they took the lead. But I also have this gut feeling the way the narrative will be now built upon the BJP from here onward will be less problematic for the Congress and more problematic for the Congress allies.